Hi guys, Zoe Gardner, a human rights and refugee campaigner, spoke to Andrew Castle on LBC on Sunday about the so-called migration crisis and explained no matter what the Conservatives say or do, it will not fix it. Why? Because they're not interested in providing a solution, but only a political promise, a manifesto pledge. She talks here about how this has gone on for decades, where the British government hand over money to different countries in an attempt to sort out the problem instead. Have a listen.
Yeah, it's actually been the same farce for decades, hasn't it? We've been making deals with the French primarily, but also with the EU and also with countries all around the world, trying to build up fences, build detention centres, trying to make deals to send people here, there and everywhere, spending billions of pounds on it. And it's never worked. It never will work. And the reason for that is that, it's a basic human behaviour to move from where conditions are bad to where conditions may be safe, where you may be able to have opportunities, where you may be able to build a life and a future for your children. So as long as our policies and the Home Office is pursuing an agenda of achieving the impossible, of making migrants disappear, not want to come to the UK anymore, then it's always going to end in failure. And that actually suits them because we continue to have a scapegoat, and they can continue to say that actually at the next election, if we vote for them again, then the next promise they make, that's the one that will fix it.
So true. And this we've seen at so many elections. Vote for us and we'll fix the problem. The Tories create the problem in a sense and then pretend that they're the ones who will fix it. And this has worked for them for a number of years. Now it's starting to change. But what has happened recently? Well, back in May, this was an article in The Independent. Labour leads Tories in poll on immigration as figures set to show migration rise. So the Labour Party aren't really doing anything at the moment. Of course, they're not doing anything at the moment. They're in opposition. They're not running the country. But they can sit back and allow the Conservatives to destroy themselves. And, the idea that the Labour Party are leading the Conservatives on immigration must be really shocking for Conservative headquarters because, of course, this is old news, and they understand this. But it means that what they're doing is not working. And the Labour Party don't actually have to do very much here, and they're winning. We see, and this is from the 25th of May, so you can imagine how worse it's got since then. You remember there was the baby Stockholm, and the disaster surrounding that has really harmed the Conservatives, and it has shown that stopping the boats is not working. But it's not designed to work, as Zoe pointed out here. It's about just creating a scapegoat, creating a problem, presenting yourself as the solution, and then trying to win votes on that. But as we can see, that's not working for the Conservatives. And once again, what's amazing is that the Labour Party don't really have to do anything here. They just sit back and allow the Tories to crash and burn. The Labour Party's solution to this is to reduce the backlog. And if that makes sense, if you reduce the backlog, you're able to move people out of this type of emergency accommodation, get rid of these barges, and allow people to rebuild their lives. Of course, when the Labour government is in power and trying to do this, the Conservatives will attack that. But they will be able to say that we have actually achieved this. We are stopping the boats in a sense. But the only true way of stopping the boats is to create safe routes, which we don't hear a lot about from the Labour Party. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.